Okay. Zhongren, how is it? Zhongren, how's your result? Hao Xuan, how's your result? Have you got your result, Hao Xuan? Yes, Hao Xuan, can you hear me? Hao Xuan, can you hear me? Hao Xuan, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? How is your result? Zhongren, 1, 2, 3. How is your result? See, I did well. How about you, Zhongren? What is your result?
Not bad.
Yeah, please give me a grade, please. Can you type and send
B4.
B4, which is 60 something?
Yeah.
60 what?
62.
Okay, thank you. Hao Xuan, got your result already? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is GPA, huh? Okay. It's upon 4, right, Hao Xuan? Is it upon 4? Okay. 加油, 加油, very good, everyone. Thank you so much for giving me a result. So we continue for today's religions and ways. I would like to get your opinions later on. Okay, we shall continue from here. So I'm not sure why Hazel. I think Hazel maybe is. Okay. Today, were you able to read we start from the speech by Edwin Don, the MP, talking about religions and race, how it can be embraced, how it can improve, and how it works about for the so many years of 50 over years. Yeah, over already lah, Hao Xuan, please, for goodness sake, over already. Don't disappoint here and there. Yeah, if you believe you have done your best, you have give all your best already. Don't cry over any spilled milk already. Okay, just move on in life. Okay. This is only one of your exams. There are many, many, many more exams in your whole entire life. Okay, when you're adult, you might be taking a master or you might be taking other exam courses. Okay, so it's okay to be a bit disappointed and not feel bad for a while, maybe 1, 2 days or 3 days, not one whole month. And if you know your result is not to your expectation, ladies and gentlemen, please do something about it, because next year you're set 3 and it's going to be very, very hectic. Set 3 got a lot of things and lots of CCA responsibility for you guys as a leadership skills, leadership quality, leadership role, all these things, blah blah blah. Okay, so as a matter of fact, everyone have to go through this, Hao Xuan, please. Okay, I have no doubts that you will do better in the next many years to come. It's a staircase and a ladder to climb up for improvement. Hao Xuan, the only time you will drop like shit or very bad is where you change your attitude, behavior, and characters. You change your motivation level. You get sick and tired of studying. You get sick and tired of looking to books. Get sick and tired of yourself and career. That's where your downfall comes in. As a matter of fact, if you think you are doing your best reading, then you know what you're going to achieve. For the next 2 months, starting from now, you go and enjoy for yourself. The exam over. Enjoy for the next 2 weeks. So maybe somewhere in November where you got to start buying your books, knowing what courses you're going to take for set 3, then you decide to see at the timetable to plan. All right. To plan your timetable. And if you're not sure how you plan your timetable, you can just anytime WhatsApp Uncle Raymond, and I definitely can give you some advice and consultation, free of course, and help you to be able to move on in life. As far as you are my student, or you're even not my students, it's fine with me. Definitely do my best to help you, because you deserve to get help. And please, 2%, you know that you are very close to that. Maybe there are some things that you're not there yet, so it's okay. All right, so don't worry. I think that is your lower secondary school, Hao Xuan. So set 3 now, you really have to pull up your socks. In fact, you already pull out your socks very high with you. So as a matter of fact, what you need to do now is to maintain your consistency. Okay, you see, for the whole year, to be honest, like I like to say, you don't really hand in a lot of homework. You just come in and listen to my class, get some ideas, get some motivation talks maybe. get some inspirations, and then you aspire yourself to do certain things, get some knowledge from here, and then you apply the knowledge from here. You use the knowledge that I've given to you. You use the kind of skill that I've given to you, then you apply it. So don't worry, Hao Xuan. Sec 3 will be totally different. So it's good that if you really sometimes want to see me face to face, even your school is not very far from my house, you want to meet me in future, any one of you, so you guys give me a call, WhatsApp me. Because my new tuition place will be in Glassroot Club. Xingyan, you know where Xingyan? In Zhong'an, right? Very close to your school. So you know the auntie is going to give me the space outside for some consultations, free ice cream. Yes, of course, free ice cream. How can I forget free ice cream for you? Okay, so this is a bit of what I've talked to JLC, not everything Zoom. So you can have come to face and consult me certain items. I think you know, right, Xingyan, Galvin has been doing that. Okay, and he's doing good. Okay, so right, Galvin, I know you're standing behind him. Okay, all right. So Hao Xuan, thanks for your sharing. And I hope my little speech has kind of not just motivate you, but kind of take away your this haze, this fog, this mist away from you and move on. In life is you win some, you lose some. Agree, Hao Xuan, right? Right, Hao Xuan. I mean, you know yourself. You have been 14 years old. You have seen your school is so competitive. Don't worry. Okay, your parents happy with your result, right, Hao Xuan? Are they happy with your result? Because they want you to go out and exercise more, right? Yeah, you want to join me, come for my gym lesson if you want to. Okay. Wow, yeah, okay. It's very heavy. Yeah, it's definitely. Thank God now, Hao Xuan, you have a very understanding, caring, and also most important, a very supportive parents. There are some not, no. Some is really, I find it a bit ridiculous. No, just to share with you, Hao Xuan, since you send the answer to me, I got one Sec 1 mother forcing her son to get everything A1 and A2. Ayo, I told her cannot, one, impossible. Even the son is attending face to face with me, not possible. You know why? His handwriting cannot make it, and the way he write is beyond MOE's appreciation recognition. It's good to have stress, but sometimes take it like, okay, part and parcel of it. If you don't have stress, life is so boring. So take it is okay, Hao Xuan. Everyone here are stressed. Just to share with you, say you're stressed. My mother-in-law is now having morphine. Anytime she can say bye-bye to this world. And last few days, she got heart attack. My father-in-law just went for stomach operation. Out of the blue yesterday, my father, last minute, went to A&E SGH emergency. My mom is still up and down dementia, I see. And last month, my stepmom passed away. 2 weeks ago, my good friend as a doctor, Chinese doctor, passed away. Few months, my cousin in New Zealand passed away. So Hao Xuan, I also very stressed. Right. So I know it's part and parcel of life. We cannot control these type of things. I really, these few days also very stressed. And now I next week I'm going for my police combat training. I'm not sure I can take it. My mind is so blank. So it's good when we have this kind of obstacles and challenges. We have to take it with per day, okay, and hold on to it. Okay, if you really cannot hold on to it, please open up your mouth, open your hearts, open your mind to share. And if you have a religion, like for me, Hao Xuan, I have a religion every day and night, day and morning, when I wake up and before I go to sleep, I pray to God. Pray to God to give me a better days. Okay, and it's very scary to receive night call, midnight call. You know what I mean? So yes, just pray to God. That's this month religions and ways. So you have a religion, pray to God and leave it to God to decide. So yeah, I can't ask for anything else. So if I'm a Christian or Catholic, so I leave it to God to make my decision. So maybe some of you decide to want to take out a religion and feel much better. Once you have a religion, I'm not asking to be a Christian, but once you have a religion, you may think about it. It's good to 一个解脱啦, to get something that you feel a peace of mind. Okay. Right. Okay. I hope I clear your doubts already. So let's go. Zhi, can you read to the class, please? Zhonghen, sorry, Zhi, Zhonghen, can you send in the group and ask Hazel to log in now, if you don't mind? Thank you, Zhonghen. Yes, Zhi, I'm so sorry. Second.
Second is we talk about racial harmony and what we can do to aspire to achieve that. We must also be prepared when an occasion occurs, when a spiky or thorny issue arises between races, and we must expect that it will happen. The test of the maturity and resilience of our own racial harmony is not by whether an adverse occasion like this happens, but is measured by how we respond to adversity. The more we are able to nurture discussions like this, constructive public discourse on race-related issues, the better it will be. And our tapestry phrase, as it will, how do we mend it? What are the boundaries of discussing race-related issues? They are constantly shifting. This may cause discomfort among us. They may be sensitive, including some from older generations.
Thank you. Let's stop here first. So you see, racial harmony is not just talk only, not just say and then write the details and then get the schools, get everyone to, okay, respond to racial harmony, take it like from here, take it from what you think racial harmony should work like that. And then with the tapestries framework, what happens if there's some broken pieces here and there, a torn relationships, something that you think that this cannot be meant? Are we having a good, more constructive opinion? Are we able to get it? Just like, every one of you will say that, I got a lot of stress, I got a lot of problems after getting your report books. You're not sure whether which course are you going to go through in Z3. Worried that the courses that you may not want to take, they give you because based on your result and things like that, then you want to appeal. So same thing here. So some of the religions or some things that you talk about, like Chinese New Year, for example, old folks, people don't like young people to wear black or white, 很不吉利, very inauspicious. They feel that this kind of color is kind of, oh my goodness, no, you cannot take it. So today I went to do a setup for my boss. So this vendor was preparing for Deepavali next month. So they also agree that, wearing the sari and all those Indian costumes and Indian traditional clothes must be nice and not torn, but nowadays, your youngsters like to wear clothes that is 这边破一个洞，那边破一个洞, or very short and very, I wouldn't say sexy or seductive, but a bit, not right. So is it correct? No? So you see, my generation and the older generation, we cannot accept it. So you think, Uncle Raymond, you're very old-fashioned. No? This is what generation it is. The way we dress is go along with the 潮流, the fashions. But look at B. You say what you think is good may not be good in the oldest generation. So if you are writing an essay like this about whether religions or race are acceptable by older generation, no way. Their thoughts, their belief, their culture, the way they brought up is totally different from your generation. So seriously, I don't know. Maybe next time when you are 40, 50 years old, you are daddy, mommy, or even your grandparents, you might not be accepting the kind of dress codes for the next two generations, your children and your grandchildren. But having said that, is there a way can we reconcile to go against it, or to follow it, or to join together? So that's what it meant. So it should include the older generation to accept it or not. I don't know. So what did Zhonghen say? Oh, okay, thanks, Zhonghen. Okay, so can we finish C and D, Ziting? There is.
There's the phenomenon of call-out and cancel culture, which is gaining traction around the world, and we don't see such behavior emerging in Singapore. The intentions was not always be clear. Sometimes give rise to emotive and sensitive responses. That is something we must be very mindful of.
Stop here. Stop here. Suddenly I realize the thing. Have you got your history result already?
No,
No. So would you want to have history for your Sec 3?
still thinking.
No. Okay, you must tell me now because it related to C. Then, huh? You think so?
Yeah.
Your history for Sec 3 will be totally different from Sec 1, Sec 2. No? First of all, I will tell you, it's going to be very dry. It's going to be a lot of memorizing work. It's going to be a lot of read out. It's going to be able to understand well. So, Xingyan, I think I'm not sure Galvin is behind you. So that day, the thing, I was conducting my Sec 4 history class in this classroom club. The first 30 minutes or 20 minutes, I can't remember, should be 30 minutes. I let them watch the war movie, the real war movie about what is war about. History is all about war. Most of the time, 50% is all about war, about all this stuff. So are you willing to take all these, the attractions around the world, you see? And we want to see how you're going to behave by looking at how the Japanese killed the Chinese, the Jews was being slaughtered by the Germans, the Stalin was killing all the rich farmers, and even the attack between the Chinese communists versus the Kuomintang, or the North and South Koreas, are you going to show that emotive and sensitive response to all these issues? Then you see, so it's just the same thing, because realize that history is all about religion and race. So if you're not strong in this particular area, then my advice is don't. But if you want to go for it and take it, yes, you have to prepare. So you see, realize all these are kind of related, interrelated subjects. All right. So yeah, I mean, since you have been asking me a lot of history questions for the past 10 months, I think you should take history. It's really kind of interesting. Okay, very interesting. Oh, well done. I just received a good news. One of my ex-HOD teacher for humanities in my school, he's recovering from her illness. And yeah, and yesterday or 2 days ago was her birthday. So her daughter replied to me saying that my HOD is well recovering. Thank God. See, another say how she, I supposed to wish her birthday and then she can't reply. And then end up her daughter took her phone and replied back to me. Thank you, Mr. Raymond, for sending her birthday wish to my mom, but my mom was not very well to answer your call WhatsApp. Stress, right? I mean, seriously, Hao Xuan, before you become secondary student, your parents also very stressed, okay, taking care of you, not because you're a naughty boy to take care. Stress in the sense that just all of you listening, stress that how can I provide a good future for my son and my daughter? How can I give the best to my son and daughter? How can I ensure that my son and daughter will have a good career path and good education? And how do I know that in the future, when I'm not around, my son and daughter will be able to take care of themselves? Agree or not, Xingyan? Agree or not, Zhonghan? Because these questions will go back to you and Hao Xuan next time, if provided you want to get married and have children. Because nowadays, I think this generation, most of them tell me, Uncle Raymond, I don't want to get married. I don't want. I just want to free and easy. Or even if I get married, I don't want to have children. Ayo. Okay. Okay. Carry on, my dear. Zijing.
The nature and tone of public discourse on race is also evolving. Earlier on, Dr. Janiel said that this must be a safe but not hidden space, and I completely agree. We must feel, first of all, safe to discuss this without being called out or cancelled. We may have different views. We may have a view about life in school. What happens in playground? What do we?
No? Where are we? I can't hear you. You just mute.
What happens in the playground? What do we do to perceive racial inequalities may exist in the workplace or as we grow up? What are instances of casual racism that might have occurred? How safe do we feel about bringing this out? And they also should not be hidden. If you have the ability to bring it up, It may resonate with someone else who may have a different or similar view, and it is discourse that help us chart a path forward.
How are we going to chart a path forwards? To make sure the race and religions will be always stay in harmony, will work together well for all different races to accept different religions background. Same to you, Zhe. How are you going to, let's say next year you're taking history, how are you going to plan to study, to embrace your this subject history? Yes, Zhe, how are you going to do it? Back to you.
I'll do my best.
Very good. Do your best. Is actually this answer cover everything. No, seriously. Because I no need to ask you, sorry, I'm not being sarcastic to you. From what I've been teaching you for a while, I think you don't just say for the fun of it, just do my best. I think you already, once you say you do your best, you already have a series. You already have a plan, a workout, a schedule preparing for your next few months ahead in your Set 3. But trust me, next year is going to be like this year. See, all my Set 3 students, wow, really got a lot of issues here and there. But finally, it's over already. They are moving to Set 4 next year, and now it's your turn. You're going to have a set of problem again and stress, right? How sure have one, so more stressful. Then you say, oh my goodness, then how, uncle? How am I going to do it? No need to worry too much. 船到桥头自然直啊。你忧虑太多也没用，你 plan 太多也是没用。Yeah, need to plan. But the thing, once you say, do my best, lucky you never say, try my best, I'm going to kill you, try my best. So you know my style, you do your best. So now I already brainwash you already. So 只要尽责任去做。Same thing at this paragraph. When you see someone racial discriminations or bully, you will definitely want to step up. Of course, within your ability lah. You don't go and act smart when you see two big bodybuilders scoring and you stop them. You think what, you Yong Chun. So, but then again, if you see this, you can report to the police or to somebody, with better authority to handle these situations. Thank God we don't see this quite often here in Singapore. Maybe once or blue moons you see that. In other country, good luck to you. Thank you, Zhe. Number 3, may I have Xing Yuan?
There is a growing use of different forms of expression: written fiction, theatre, film, music, and drawing. This range from trying to raise awareness of issues with sensitivity to being
Satirical.
satirical, but of course there are also some that are outright and antagonistic.
Well, what happened to your background? Like got very loud noise. Can you cut it off? Are you in the room or what? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm in the room.
But why got the like people banking? Who is behind doing something? Okay, the mic get off, please.
And denigrate other societies, races, or religion. We need to chart a path forward which has a common understanding of society to what is acceptable and what is not. This leads us to the third area.
Okay, so give me a minute now. I want to do something. Okay. Satirical is a way of how you want to make a point, like, to be being satirical. You want to criticize people in a very humorous or funny way, but want to make it in a point, like in the political point, meaning that you can see this in source-based question in social study next year. when they want to use the source page a picture to how to mock a religions or race by drawing a cartoon very funny, then it pass a message across to show the sarcasm, the mocking effect, or the attack effect, which is sometimes good and bad. Okay, this words is actually telling you how you want to bring a message across, but in a more humorous, not very serious, not very against it, very blunt, but okay, maybe a bit gentle, but sometimes people will not take it as a joke. So yes, we will see that this Mr. Edwin Ton talked about, we need to really have a common understanding. We need to find an area that we are able to talk about it openly, freely, and no biasness. Okay, that's what he meant here. Let me see how much more. Okay, it's going to end soon. Very good. Xingyan, can you just finish out this one here? Let's go. How do we? Xingyan. Xingyan.
How do we work together on race-related issues in a practical manner, considering Singapore's own history and context?
Yeah, how
That
are
is
you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Because we only less than about 200 years plus, or even the independence until now is only 50 over years. Compared to country like in China, in India, in US, in other parts of the world, they have more things to talk about. For us, we only for 50 years plus. What do you talk about? Let's go.
That is important because I dare say Singapore is unique. Sui generis, at least in this context, that we have nurtured a country born out of that adversity. But today, with a fair balance of races and the way in which we treat different races and the way in which we in harmoniously exist. And I believe that the more we play, work, and live across racial lines, the more we will be able to see beyond the race. Instead of seeing the race, we see a colleague, a neighbor, or a friend or a classmate.
Okay, so this word, sui generis, means it's one of its kind, very unique. It's just like what you mentioned that it's like literally its own kind, its own way of doing things. Everyone has its own different way of its own kind, of its own way of doing things, and of its way of pursuing something that they want. For example, the Chinese will do what they want, kind of preparing for their own traditional values, their customs, their celebrations, same as the Malay Indians. So you see, they say a fair balance. So we do not interrupt and intercept and involve other race and religions for their practices. We respect them. It's just like, I mean, seriously, Xingyan, you do have good friends, and you do have friends that you don't like. Correct? Let's be honest, like Xingyan. Agree? Xingyan, definitely right. I think everyone here will agree. Zhonghan, you also have friends that you like, and those friends that you don't like. So friends that you like, you will spend more time with them. And if they do certain thing you don't like, you okay lah, never mind, he's my good friend, he's my friend. You can ignore it. But those friends that you don't like, when they do something, you know you're gonna don't like already. No matter what he do or what he does or what she does, you don't like. But you still have to tolerate. But if you're going to involve it, intercept it, and interrupt it, then you will create a big issue already. There will be a big quarrel and end up, the bad blood, and then more arguments, and maybe end up to the fight. So how are you going to avoid this? Don't care lah, don't see move away lah. If you can. So see, that's belief that we play, work, and live across baseline. The more we will be able to see this. You see, no matter how, we will definitely cross path. We will definitely cross paths against one another. So I have to prevent it. Okay, thank you. Hao Xuan, are you able to read the next one, please? It almost
It almost becomes intuitive. When I grew up in school, I didn't know how to come home to tell my mom. Today I met a new Malay or Indian friend. It just wasn't the case. I think it was not possible because, you saw a classroom full of playful boys who you would click with, who you were able to play football or marbles with depending on the game of the day, and you would gravitate to the group that offered you relief or entertainment. So perhaps there's something to be said about not being overly sensitive about whether you live with someone or not, and look beyond that to see a friend, classmate, or a neighbor.
Thank you. Hold on, hold on. You see, I don't know about you, Tzu Ting and Hao Shen. Maybe your school may not have Malay students, may not have Indian students. But sometime you might meet someone outside, out of your school zone, that you happen that your friend introduced. Oh, hi, this is my friend in Malay or Indians or Eurasians or even Caucasians or different race or Japanese, Koreans. Of course, you can have the right to go home and tell your mom and dad. So today I met someone. These are the different race. I mean, your parents will say, "Ha, Hao Xian, why you meet with the, why you mix with the Malay? Ayo, why you mix with the Indian?" Or the same thing, the Malays parents will not say, "Ayo, sayang, why you mix with the Chinese people? Huh? Why you mix with the Indian?" And the Indian parents will say, "Ayo, why you mix with all the Chinese people and the Malay people?" I don't think they say that. But in other countries, they might have this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Hao Shen, you should know, right? Now the Israel and the Hamas, they are fighting like hell because of to me, it's religious issue. And of course, it was based on race. So imagine if they are now not fighting, maybe we back one year ago. Can you imagine those people in Palestinian and come home and say, "Hi, mommy, I have a friend and he's Israeli." Oh, then another one, you go to Israeli family, say, "Hi, daddy, I have a friend from Palestinian." Do you think they will accept it? Do you think they will embrace and say, "Well done, continue to be good friends then"? Or do they tell them, say, "No, no, 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 you better get out of them, don't join them, you thought you'll get yourself into trouble"? You see? In other countries, mixing with friends is like a danger, a time bomb. Here, mixing with friends with different race, different creeds is like, "Hey, well done. You are not biased and racist. Well done. Carry on. F." So, your turn, Hao Shen.
So, in that respect, what I think would be most useful for individuals and groups to reach out across racial lines to collaborate on projects. Here is something that I think all of you can contribute ideas to. Each of us has different strengths, and we can complement one another. The regardless of race dialogues is one example of how students, media, and non-government organizations have come together to achieve the common objective of fostering a deep and constructive dialogue on racial harmony. Let me give a shout out to the OPSG and thank the many volunteers who have worked on this series of events. This helps Singaporeans precisely discuss the issue safely, freely, openly, and feel that there is enough of a common space here to share candid views. I think this should be more encouraged. We can also do more across racial lines. The Eurasian Association and other self-help groups are exploring new ways to better support our various communities.
You see, you thank God and Hao Shen and all of you. We are staying in a country that we always find way of improvement, find way of achieving success of harmonies, equality, meritocracy, advance ahead of other countries that we feel we have a deeper fostering relationship to have a constructive dialogue with all different races in order to make this country peaceful, progress, and prosperous, and also the perspective of the next few generations to come. If we do not have this, regardless of race dialogues, we are going to be in the deep trouble. Because if there is one race that is above the rest of the other race, oh my goodness, cannot. You'll be very chaotic. Agree on Hao Shen? Can you imagine now? The government says Chinese will be the major race among all other races. Do you think it's workable or Hao Shen? Back to you.
Probably not.
Huh?
Probably not.
Why not lah? Why do you say that? Please, back to you. Why you think that Singapore declared Chinese as a major race is good?
I mean, like, I mean, it's not really a good idea.
Or not a good idea? Okay, that's good. Okay, what about you, Ziting? Do you think it's good to have one race? Maybe the Malay is a major group.
No.
No, okay, thank you. How about Zhonghan? Do you think it's good that the Indian will take over Singapore as a major group?
Probably not.
Not, okay, thank
Yeah.
you. How about Xingyue? Do you think it's good that the Eurasians or the Laowai will take over Singapore as a major group? Xingyue,
Maybe.
huh? Why? Oh, very irritating. Not you, I'm talking about my dog keep barking and barking, so irritating. Sorry, you say maybe, why? So yes or no? So you prefer
Yes.
the Eurasian and the Laowai to take over Singapore?
No.
No, right? Okay, thank you. So you can see, all of us here also agree that there is no one race to take over the rest of the race and control and demand power and demand authority and demands that you must respect my race among the rest. Nonsense, this is not, in fact, not just in Singapore. Maybe other countries, they can say that, yeah, because I'm Japanese, so yes, you have to follow, or in Koreans, or what about American? You know? Okay, thanks, Hao Shen, can you have the last two for me?
At Vibrant and Yishun, SAGs come together to jointly provide educational programs for students and workshop for parents.
So these two, I think maybe next year you guys are doing social study. Hao Shen, I don't think your school do social study. To think your school may not do social study. I'm not sure. RV, right? You're RV, right? RV, I think, got social study. But for your school, Hao Shen may not have social study. Maybe other things. So, well, anyway, got social study or not is another issue. But you know that these are something that will allow you as a youth to take responsibility and ownerships to come out to give thoughts and suggestions how to improve life better with different race and religions. Something like that. Thank you. Zhonghan, your turn, please. Hey, Hazel is in. Zhonghan, you hold on, Zhonghan. Hold on for one first. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Hazel.
Hi.
You just came in, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, because I was looking at another screen. Okay. Hello. How was your result?
Okay.
Huh? Why you don't turn on your camera? No face to look at me.
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Oh, tired, huh? So what? You mean what? You're lying on the bed?
No, I'm on my desk.
Oh, but turn on your camera lah. What's wrong? Okay, how was it? How's the result?
Okay, I didn't fail.
Oh, of course you won't fail lah, please.
I passed. But I
Yeah,
didn't
result.
pass as well as I expected.
Grade, please.
74.
哇哟，差1分哦。
Yeah, exactly. That's the
哎
thing.
呦，你可以跟浩贤手牵手啊，他也是差几分。哎呦，你们两个手牵手。Sorry， 你的弟弟今天生病Jordan 没有来。OK， anyway OK 啦。You see,
Yeah,
you've done your best already. So like I told you before, I really don't care about your grades, but I just ask for the sake of asking. That's all. But you've done your best. Move on, Hazel. Don't be too engrossed on your result already. We have to look forward in your set 3. Yeah, correct now. That's more important thing. And set 3 is going to be super duper whooper tough year for you. Confirm, all right. So, but anyway, just embrace for the next couple of weeks. Enjoy your holidays. And then once you got your this called what your course, your various subjects that coming into your respective classes, because next year all of you will be mixing with different groups of students, right? Different classmates come from different backgrounds, from different classes. Yeah, Yes, that is life. Move on. All right. Thanks, Hazel, for coming in. Let's go. Zhonghen.
From Rachel.
I must say that.
Huh?
因为那个
I must say that recently the SFGs are formed on racial lines. They don't give help on racial lines. And I think that's a very important distinction for us. We might have a different group like Medakal and Sindal, but the service is to the community and are not drawn on racial lines.
Sorry, wait, give me the. Sorry, carry on. Carry on. Finally.
Finally, government remains committed on nurturing strong partnerships to enhance racial and religious harmony. MCCY recently held on hackathon, inviting youth to take action by pitching ideas on strengthening social cohesion. The winning ideas include the mobile game that aims to develop empathy for diverse communities by bringing users through the life milestones of different individuals in our communities. We believe strong in co-creation and working with the community and develop these things because I think it is the life experience, the ideas on the ground that is most useful.
Wait, Okay, so first of all, we are talking about that we have to give certain guidelines, certain things that we need to do in order to make sure that we build a better relationship, partnerships to understand one another. One of them, write down, MCCY is the one that you're going to learn in social study, and it's called Ministry of Community Care and Youth. Yeah, so this is the one that most of you will be involved next time. Okay, that is how this group of people, this ministry is all about, helping people. And the next thing is that how this MCCY is recently helped as a hackathon, meaning that inviting people to come in to pitch, to help. I think they foresee, Zhonghen, while you're reading this, you see you winning ideas coming, bring a lot of milestones, make cooperations, cohesions, allow this harmony, find ways of improving the relationships. That's very important. Wait, yeah. So one of my students just suddenly okay, I'll put down that. So, Zhonghen, while you're reading this, what do you think about this situation? Use the mobile game to develop empathies, use of social media. What do you think about this while you're reading this?
Government are doing their best to make every racial group, different religions to like bond and interact with each other.
Yes, especially the Mendaki. Mendaki is the Malay. Take note. Mendaki is Malay. The Singda is the Indian. Okay, so they have the Chinese will be the Chinese what is that? This Chinese committee called Chinese CDAC. I can't remember how it stands for. Sorry, I lost touch from that one. So different group got their own like Mendakis and organizations to help. And yes, you are right. Singapore government are doing their best. So when you're writing this kind of essay, argumentative essay or discursive essay about how race and religions in Singapore, you can talk about this MCCY. Okay, we all know about this MCCY. And the British people, if you're writing an essay on this, they also have to know this because they need to know. Because if they are coming out this kind of question, they need to know the background of what the Singapore government is doing. That is super important for that, okay? You must know that, huh? But also to provide one more point, my dear.
But also provide advice and partner networks to guide teams in implementing this initiative.
Okay. Implementing this initiative is not just mouth talk only and say, hey, please help me there. Can you do this? You need a lot of actions. You need a lot of ways to do it by putting down pen and paper, getting approval, getting support, getting appreciation, getting people who come in to volunteer their service, getting people who are willing to understand that this is very important. Okay. Whoa. Are you able to read, Hazel? Okay, 4 and 5, please. Thank you.
So let me end off by saying that we all share that common goal. We all understand that we do need to continue to nurture a Singapore that is multicultural and multiracial, and everyone must have our part in the sun. And to enhance social harmony no matter on issues big or small. There is no one segment of society, whether it's the government or one generation of people, civil society or individuals, that has a monopoly on good ideas. I must also emphasize that racial harmony is a constant work in progress. I think we must make it a constant work in progress. We must never think we have arrived because whilst we have done well overall, as I said at the outset, there is much we can do still.
Yes, exactly. I think this resonates to both you, Hazel and Hao Xuan, and the rest of you. What is done for your past few weeks of efforts or month of effort that complete your final year exam for Set 2. So, you know, you still got a lot of work in progress going on. You're just Set 2, no? You're not like in JC2 or in University 2 or in your Set 4 this year. You know, and tomorrow they all the Set 4 students are having their you know why, Hazel? Because tomorrow they are taking their O-level English paper 1 and 2. GC O-level paper 1 and 2. Today they are doing the listening comprehension. And 2 years from now, your turn to take this paper. Some of you don't need that, of course, you go straight to A-level. But it's a work in progress. So whatever you have done for the past few years from P1 to Set 2, the past 8 years in your life of study, don't talk about kindergarten. Huh? Kindergarten is just play. Yeah, you do learn something, of course. So what is the overall? What have you done? What you think the government has done for you or what you have done for yourself? It's just like race and religion. No matter how much the government has put in efforts, it's the people have to do and put in more effort. Just like no matter how much your parents put in the efforts to get the best tutor, best 10-year series, best whatever assessment book for you, or best enrichment class or things like that, best food for you to eat, best vitamins, best housing, nothing beats for yourself, your own self-confidence. Okay? I hate my stupid cough. Seriously, ayo, talk a bit cough. Very sickening. Sorry. I mean, I thought I hate to cough and flu. I don't know. It's sickening. I thought my cough is done. Anyway, yes. Hazel, do you agree that as what he said is also resonate to yourself? That you need a lot of time to adjust your study pattern for next year. Okay? You need to adjust. If you're not going to adjust, then seriously, you got a very uphill slope to climb for next year. Trust me. Set 3 is not easy, the subjects. Trust me. You have to 3 things you have to do. You have to read, okay, you have to write, and you have to listen. These are the 3 things. Of course, the rest you need to think of. Number 6, please. Hazel. Thank you. I believe.
I believe, regardless of race, language, or religion, is a societal aspiration, a constant reminder for each of us Singaporeans that this is something that is unique to us. It must be something that we regard as at the forefront of what we do, where we enact our policies. It does not mean that we pretend that it doesn't exist, that to be race blind doesn't mean we end up being blind to the diversity, because that would not be natural. We are all made up of different ethnic, racial, and religious backgrounds. So we must not pretend it doesn't exist. But the question is, how do we nurture and foster that harmony?
Last one.
We will continue to work with the community to update our policies so that they remain relevant and remain germane to the issues of the day and bring the most benefit to Singaporeans. That is the key.
That is the key for all of you. In fact, after this, that is the key for all of you to sit down while waiting for the course sending to you. Which class are you going? What course are you going to take? What subject you're going to combination you take? While waiting this to come, when you all know which subject to take, next month, confirm, right? Should be next month, all of you will be next month, right? Hao Xuan also, right? So, Zhonghen and Xing agree. Zhonghen, where's your face? What I can't see your face. Zhonghen, next month you will know,对吗? Your combi, right? Okay, yeah. Please tell me, I'm very excited to know what is your combi, yeah. So, know your combi, it's just like McDonald's like that. Thanks for showing your pictures, your toys. This combi is like McDonald's, Happy Meal, set meal, A, B, C, D, that kind of things. But regardless of what it is happening to you, seriously, this is what it means here, you see. We have to continue to work, just like you, continue to work for. So what if you get your subject combinations? You still have to work on your way to improve yourself, to make sure that everything is go on the strike, everything is there. Okay, not just 74 marks, or not just miss your GPA by a few 2%. That's still not relevant next year already. It's already passed over already. Okay, your teacher will not look at your set 2 anymore. Your teacher will start looking at your set 3. Every single test they're going to do. Conclusions. Zhonghen, may I have your conclusion, please?
To do this in the best possible way, we will also need your ideas and your actions. This dialogue is a good place to start, to work as a community, to harness our diversity as a strength, to listen to different ideas so we can chart a path forward to develop a way for this generation to continue to nurture and steward the concept and philosophy of regardless of race, language, or religion, so that in many other generations to come, they will look upon us as their forefathers who continue to build on this ideal, that they will be able to take advantage and cherish, and that they can call their own.
Yes, thank you. So, Zhonghen, so now you are preparing all these things. As far as I'm concerned, Zhonghen, if you are staying in Singapore for the rest of your life, as far as concerned, your son is studying in Singapore, because recently I got a friend calling me from China. He said that I'm going to bring back my son from China to come back to Singapore and study. He said, oh, okay. I think I still find that Singapore education is still very good. Okay, but having said that, he said China education has made his son very well-rounded, especially speaking very well in Mandarin and others languages. But you feel that he wants his son to come back to study in NUS. The son is only primary 6 leh, Zhonghen. You see, the father already preparing him for university already. And yeah, we have to understand that the father is actually an educator. Also want to have the best for his son. So the same thing you say, what are you going to charge for yourself now will reflect for your next generations. Because one day, Zhiting, Xingyuan, Zhonghen, I'm just presume, and Hao Xuan and Hazel, that all of you will get married, have children. One day your son and daughter will come and ask you, Daddy, is seriously your daddy and mommy? How do you all prepare for your set 3 and set 4? And that's where I think you can share and care and dare to present your case to, not your case, your strategic plan to your children. how you do it. So you see this religion and race is that we are doing it now, not you, not just you, all of us. It's next 2 generations, that is your son and your grandchildren, your children and your grandchildren will embrace to this kind of regardless of race, language. You see, this morning, Hazel, you know, there's these two Indians vendors. So I told them, you see, now this generation of yours, Hazel, they do not know the meanings of what is Apunene. You know it's Apunene, right? That day I told you, right? Indian. So only I tell you now that, oh, Apunene means Indian or Ane means Indian. But now you're, oh, only Uncle Raymond tell you. So when I share with these 2 Indians lady, businesswoman, you know, I'm a teacher. So, oh, you're teachers. Okay, what are you teaching? So I share with them. So I say, I asked my student about Apunene. They were kind of, oh, do they know what it means? No. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but back to their generations, which is I'm pretty sure they're about mid-50s or early 60 years old. Definitely there are people say like, then I say they always call the Chinese yellow banana. Oh yeah, that's very true, Raymond. You see, this is called the casual racist remarks. And you see, it took 1 generation to slowly, surely, and get eradicated all these kind of bad concept or calling names on people, all these. No? Wow, and I hope next generation will not hear all these kind of words coming out. Respect. So same thing, you see, Hazel, you can ask your mommy, daddy, everyone. You can ask your mommy, daddy, Uncle Raymond asked me to check. You must say this, must say this today. Must say this. Okay, so that they will really respect you a lot. Trust me. Daddy, mommy, Uncle Raymond want me to check with you. Because next year I'm Sec3. I want to have a plan how to prepare and study better for Sec3 and beyond. So by the way, mommy, daddy, do you have a plan, a strategic plan last time when you are in Sec3 and Sec4? Some will feel very guilty. No, I just do my best and study lor. Because your Ye Nai just was very strict and fierce. Make sure that every day I study. But different. Your generation is not like your parents, my generation, study. Now you understand? So same thing like this one. What Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has done in the past to get rid of all these anti-race remarks, this generation we maintain. The next generation will be different for the past 2 generations. So same thing. Ask your parents, hey, mommy, daddy, hey, how you prepare your Sec3 for? Well, next year Sec3, Uncle Raymond say Sec3 is very tough. How do you really plan? May I get some idea and feedback from you so I can improve on that? I tell you, they will love it, man. They will love to share with you. They will dare to tell you if they do have. And I shared this with my own children. Trust me, it will be a very good conversation and bonding with your parents, and they will really love to want to see. Mommy, okay, daddy, thank you for your sharing with these concepts. So maybe when I come out, maybe can I share with you? I tell you, they will love it, and they will say, oh, 我的女儿子长大了。谢谢你哦。Let's next to Zhonghe, can you finish the speech now?
So thank you very much. I'll be happy to discuss this further with you. I would also love to hear how you feel about how to take this forward. Thank you.
So you see the speech, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real life speech given by an MP, Edwin Tong. So if you do have a speech in your future, in your situation writing, nothing wrong to write this already, see? Okay, so this is a real speech, not any bluff one. Disclaimer, I'm not the one who type this speech. I'm just sharing for education purpose. It cannot be plagiarism, cannot be these are all copyright. Not me. I'm not the one. I'm just sharing with you. This is an actual speech given by a minister, not prime minister. Okay, a minister, a member of the parliament. Okay, thank you. So now let's move on to this one here. Oh, my favorite persons. This is not a Malay nation. This is not a Chinese nation. This is not an Indian nation. Everybody have his place. Equal. Language, culture, and religions. You see? Former Prime Minister, founding Prime Minister, not former, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, at the broadcast on the 9th of August, 1965, declaring Singapore as an independent country, independent nations, to share this. So his vision has been carried out until now, even though he passed on. Even though he passed on now, for the next 50 years, I hope this will carry on his legacy. I hope this will be forever in Singapore. I hope this, I'm so sorry, Zhongren, do you agree, Ziting and Xing Yuan and Hao Xian and Hazel? I got a very bad feeling, sorry. Singapore will never always be on the top. You agree with me, Zhongren? You agree, Xing Yuan? Oh, you agree, Ziting? Singapore, you study history, Singapore will never be always the top one. You look at football, there's no always Manchester City will always be the top. It can be Arsenal, can be Liverpool, can be Manchester United, it can be Everton or Newcastle. Seriously. So they will be not always be the top. One day Singapore will collapse. Hopefully, Singapore's the economies, the politicals, the socials, and everything will always be hitting the top 3 and maintain this kind of things for a very long time. For infinity, I don't believe. As a history teacher, there is always an up and there is always a down. So when is Singapore going to be going down? It might be down because due to regions affecting Singapore, possible. Just like Venice like that, okay? So the people of Singapore, we are talking about now. Now look at this picture here. Singapore ethnic composition, just only 2 years ago. We have so many, 74.3% are Chinese. Wow, 13.5 are Malay. Indian is 9 point this. Can I just remove the stupid link? Remove link, okay. So 3.2s are others. So these other can be Eurasians and blah blah Peranakans, all these things, okay? So yeah, we have 74. It's quite big, super big. But do we really dominate other race? No. Ziting, can you read to the class, please?
The population of Singapore is diverse, the result of considerable past immigration. Chinese predominate, making up some 3/4 of the total. Malays are the next largest ethnic group and Indians the third. None of those 3 major communities are homogeneous. Among the Chinese, more than 2/5 originated from Fujian province and speak the Amoy dialect. About 1/4 are the Teochew from the city of Shantung in Guangdong province, and a small number are from other parts of Guangdong. The Chinese community as a whole therefore speaks mutually incomprehensible dialects. Linguistic differences are less pronounced among the Malays, but the group includes Indonesian speaking Javanese, Boyanese, and other dialects. The Indian group is most diverse, consisting of Tamil, Malayalis, and Sikhs.
Sikh. It pronounced as Sikh, not S-I-C-K. It pronounced as Sikh. Sikh means the people who are the turban. Yeah.
It also includes Pakistani and Sinhalese communities.
Sinhalese communities are usually from Sri Lanka, most of them. So you see, I'm definitely from Chaozhou, Shantou, Teochew. So you see, my ancestors are also from China. All of our ancestors are from China. No doubt I'm a Singaporean Chinese. But if you want to trace back the roots, especially my surname, Song Cao, the Song, such a big surname in the dynasty, it can trace back all the way to, I mean, a few hundred years in China. So you see, if really Singapore have war in China, I die. No doubt I'm a Singaporean, I definitely have to defend my country, Singapore. But I'm killing my own people, Chinese in China. Oh my God, seriously. Or even the Malaysia Chinese. We are all from China. Even though we are Malaysian Chinese, Singapore Chinese, Hong Kong Chinese, Indonesian Chinese, Thai Chinese, Vietnamese Chinese. So how? That's why we find that race, the roots, and the ethnicity is very important. So this one topic, we must know the roots, where we come from. And because it's also very important, especially going for Sec3 social study. I keep emphasizing on that. And you can see that the Jews was being killed by German because of some race. The Chingay. May I have Hao Xuan?
Sure.
Hao Xuan, can you read to the class, please?
Because of this ethnic diversity, no fewer than 4 official languages are recognized: English, Mandarin Chinese, Malay, and Tamil. English remains the main medium for administration, commerce, and industry, and is the primary language of instruction in schools. Mandarin, the official language of China, transcends dialect barriers, and its use is strongly promoted. 1/3 of the school population is taught in their language. Malay is designated as the country's national language, and, like English, it is widely used for communication among ethnic groups and plays a particularly useful role in view of close ties between Singapore and Malaysia.
So you see, we are a country with full of different languages because Chinese is to cover back the dialects barrier. Because we have Teochew, Cantonese, Hokkien's, Futian, and then we have Hainanese. There's so many different dialects. But in the 1780s, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew decided to get rid of all the dialects and everyone will speak Mandarin campaigns, speak Chinese, speak Mandarin campaigns, 讲华语. But recently now they come back the dialects again, especially if you watch Our Boy to Men's or 钱不够用 or Downs Jack News movie that also got a lot of dialects inside. And some my children don't understand what are they saying. And then got this movie called the Diam Diam 时代. Okay, it's also talking about Singapore in the 60s and 70s. A lot of dialects was inside there. And yes, we need to be really jeopardized to get rid of these Chinese root or the dialects. True enough, every Friday last few years, they got this section in the morning and afternoon. They will have this a short series drama to speak dialects. And you know, like recently of the COVID-19, on the radio, on the TV, you can see some people say in Teochew, in Hokkien, in Cantonese, all these languages for the elderly people. Okay, especially our grandparents who can't really understand Mandarin or English. So they have to pass a message. So you see, maybe in another one more generations, I don't think you guys would know how to speak dialects. Okay, I do speak dialects, okay? I can speak Cantonese, Hokkien, and Teochew. All right, so let's come back to these religions. You see, Buddhism takes the most of it, followed by Christianity and also by Muslims and Taoists. I told you before, Buddhist and Taoist is different, huh? And then we have the nun. Nun means a free thinker, and the other will be other religions, okay? So Buddhism consists the most in Singapore, followed by Christian. Christian here, there are also different groups, huh? They can be Christian Methodist, Christian Protestant, and Christian Catholic. Okay, just to share with you on this graph. So this, you know, this is a Hindu temple. Xingyuan, can you read to the class, please?
Religions of populations reflect ethnic patterns. About 2/3 of all Chinese profess some degree of attachment to Confucianism, Confucianism, Buddhism, or Taoism, to some combination thereof. Virtually all Malays and some Indians adhere to Islam, which is the formal religion of about 1/7 of the population. The Christian community has grown rapidly to become comparable in size to the Muslim population. Nearly all Christians are Chinese. Almost all of the remaining populations practicing a religion in Hindu, but there are also many Singaporeans who have no religious affiliation.
So they are usually either atheist or free thinker. So you see, based on this, you see what this graph, how many Muslim would that be? It will be like that. There are some Malay who decided not to be a Muslim, Islam, to take up Islam religion. They might move to other parts of this year. Okay, possible, or end up maybe they want to be free thinker. None. There are people like that. Okay, by right Muslim, they have to stay on to Malays, sorry, Malays have stayed on to Muslim, okay? So Singapore urban is 100% urban rurals. There are not many people staying in the kampongs or villages anymore. Maybe Pulau Ubin, but that is 0.01%. But mostly 100% now. It's what this graph show you. And then Singapore urban rural, look here, ladies and gentlemen, Singapore age breakdown. So what does this tell you? So under 15s, what does this chart tell actually? What age? Oh, people stay on the groups here. 85, 1.4. So you see, these are you see, you belongs to this group here now. We under 14, okay, maybe now you're under this one here. Then this is the next, you're going to be here. Then for your parents and myself, we belongs to these two groups, which is the highest. And then slowly you go down, because of course aging populations, people are gone from this world. But because of these two groups of people who support the Singapore economy and also support the defense of Singapore, which also got this group, also we have to mention about this group. So practically these four groups are the main pillar of the political, economy and social of Singapore. Hazel, thank you.
Heavily urbanized Singapore. Heavily urbanized. Singapore has a high population density, but it also has been a regional leader in population control. Its birth and population growth rates are the lowest in Southeast Asia. Singapore's high average life expectancy and its low infant mortality rate reflect high standards of hygiene and access to a superb healthcare system. The low birth rate and greater longevity of the population have raised the median age, a trend also occurring in other developed nations.
I don't understand, Hazel. You see, Singapore has the best healthcare system, very hygiene, solid healthcare system. Super, there's what super strong and very successful, a lot of good doctors. And yet, bloody hell, nobody want to give birth. And then in other countries, their healthcare system is like shit. The hospital also no good. And then the medicine also no good. And they just give birth like nobody business. But funny, one family can have 5, 6 children, and they know their healthcare system is no good. And then when they give birth to these babies, there might be malnutrition, got disease, got illnesses, got infections, got deficiencies of vitamins or health. But why are they still giving birth so many when Singapore has the best and yet nobody want to give birth? 头痛嘞。It means 政府给你们 EduSave， 给你们读书读到这么厉害，叫你们生一个孩子这么辛苦啊。Of course, people say 你去生哦，Uncle Raymond，你这么厉害，你去生哦。我已经生了我生3个了，不是我生我太太生了。可是你说你讲生孩子很容易不用养他，不用喂他，不要照顾他的东西。Exactly, you see, that's what your parents are doing to you. Then after looking at it, oh my goodness, so tough then 我最好不要生了。哎呦 But so what? Singapore got a good childcare system and everything, but yet you guys want to get married, but they know what they call you, Hazel. Next time you and your husband married, they call you Ding. D-I-N-K. You know what D-I-N-K stand for? D-I-N-K stand for double income, no kids. Doing is double income with kids. That one I don't want to deal with it. That's your personal life. Okay. You want to adopt a pet as your child, I leave it to you. A lot of people are not doing that. So it's a different generations. You tell the older generation, they say 你神经病，拿狗来当你儿子，拿猫来当你儿子。But they are different. 阿嬷 different already. You see, your generation is different. 以前的人拿狗来吃狗肉。different. Yeah, So for a couple of minutes later, or 10 minutes or so, I would like you to tell me this one here. Okay, please choose now. You can type your Zoom chat and send to me, okay? Yes, Zhonghen, which one you want to do?
Race.
Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Hazel, Ziting, and Hao Xuan. Ziting also say, oh, nationality. Okay. Oh, what about Hao Xuan? Hao Xuan, which one are you choosing? So let's do some homework now. Why you choose nationality, for those of two of you, that is more important than ethnicity, religions, and race. Hao Xuan, which one is nationality? Huh? Okay, wow. Okay, so maybe I give you a couple of minutes to think. So I want you to type just a simple few words why you choose race is the most important among all these three, or why you choose this among important among these three. Okay, I come back to you. Go to toilet. So please give me your few sentences and send by Zoom chat. Thank you. Okay. No answer. I'm waiting for your answer, children. Leaders, can you give me your answer, please? Okay, can I have your answer? Come on, can I have some answer? Can I get my accent first? I hope I come back, you all type something and show it to me. Thank you, Hao Xuan or Xing Yuan. Wow, suicide, love, and this. Oh my goodness, serious no, the way you say. The way you put it in such a way, so serious. Nationality has without it, you don't have a country to go to, and no country means no home. No home means what is TS? No concept. Huh? What is TS? What does TS stand for? Sorry. No concept. No love, depressed, life, suicide. Which is quite true. Okay. Taylor Swift. Oh, no Taylor Swift concert, no love. Oh, you seriously not pay a few $100 for that girl behind you. Okay lah, win already lah. You like the girl so much. Okay lah. Wow, that's a good one. Where's 中文啊？哦，中文是。Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3. Who haven't gave? Ting and Hazel. Ting and Hazel. Are you going for the Taylor Swift concert, Xingyue?
No, I didn't get a ticket.
Oh, you seriously? If you have the chance to get the ticket, you want to go and watch him, watch it dance?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely, yeah, okay. But now they get selling in the some outside, right? Some market or something. Thank you, Ziding. Hey, sir, left you. We'll call it a day. Then we'll continue to discuss this in the next lesson. That's on the 25th. Wow, very fast. Huh? Hazel, you're typing, is it, Hazel? Okay, thank you. Oh, provokes. Wow, my goodness, provokes. Okay. Let's hear from next week. Those people who are coming in from Jordan and from Jeriah. Thank you so much for your sharing. I dare not talk too much. Anyway, thanks for coming for today's lesson. Next week, the lesson will end from race and religions. Then we'll see what is the next things in November again. So I hope by then, yes, what you say? Oh, by then, hopefully all of you have get your report book. If you can, please kindly take a pictures of your report book of your result and send it to me, because I hope I can send it to my boss to show them. Okay. And yeah, so thank you so much for supporting me. If you can submit your